And thank you sincerely.
Komuch koyai serkalinyi kong'ete ngelewen eng kenyitab 2022 ole kosom icheket kokonor konoreng'wai eng emoni eng sectors cheterter cheboto teksetab korik chebo olyet nemite ng'ony choto chebo affordable housing.
300,000 houses are under construction. We are I've given out houses that are ready in Machakos, in Kakamega, in Homa Bay, and many other places. And that process is continuing. We are building close to almost 500 new markets, modern markets across Kenya. And we are building hostels for students. 180,000 students will be housed by our hostel program as we talk today. And that process is continuing. Listen, that housing fund has generated investments of $9.3 billion. How much? Not Kenya shillings. $9.3 billion. And this is not money we have borrowed. This is not money we have gotten from somewhere. This is our own money. Kenyan money. If I were to look for that money from the World Bank or IMF, I would grow gray hair before I get it. Because you would have to be in this capital and that capital and meet this condition and meet the other condition and go and look for the certificate of your grandmother and bring the... It would be very difficult. But look at, guys, look at what domestic resource mobilization can do. The skyline of Kenya is changing. Maybe some of you have not been in Kenya lately. When you come to Nairobi, just go look around, go to anywhere. We are building close to 100,000 housing units in Nairobi alone. You know, huge buildings, 20 floors, 28 floors. We are now going to 30 floors in Nairobi. Go to Kisumu, we are building almost 5,000 units. If you go to Mamboleo in Kisumu, you will be shocked. If you go to Kakamega, you will be surprised.
Go to Wajir.
If you go to Wajir, I was in Wajir this last weekend. The housing there is phenomenal. Mandera, Garissa, Mombasa, Lamu. I was in a place called Tezo in Kilifi a few weeks ago. I don't know, is there anybody from Kilifi here? From Kilifi? You come from Kilifi? You know Tezo? You should go to Tezo and see what we are doing there. You know? The housing units are changing the skyline of Kenya. Look, many of you know Kibera, right? So mnajua Kibera pale kwa slums? Just give us another 7 years. You will not find a slum in Kibera. That is what is called transformation. You mnanisikia? Forget about the nonsense in the social media. We are going to change our country and we are going to shame the guys in the social media. So, remember, we are very funny people. Some time back, some of our guests, just imagine, people used to be taken to Kibera to be shown, the largest slum in Africa. Guests, wageni ati tunapeleka hawa kwenda kuonyesha hawa umaskini. Ni ujinga sana bana. Sindio? Today, whenever I have guests, I take them to the same place, but I go and show them what affordable, how we are changing the place. so many colleagues of mine, friends, they've gone to show them the kind of transformation we're making. And it's giving the rest of the world better ideas about what Africa can achieve.
Yakitestai ak logoiwekab emet, chitab Kalenjin ko kakoboibochi minista nebo ribetab kalyet eng emet orit Kipchumba Murkomen kakwautiet nekoib serikali kotaban rabinik silingishek bilionishek 3.9 chetetat ketoi kelipane boisiekab kok eng emet komugul. Kamwa Murkomen kole yoe boisionik chebo komonut mising boisiechoto bo kok ak kunoto konyolu ketoi kelipan icheket konamgei ak boisionichoto. Ng'ololjin sirikab logoiwek eng sang nebo bunge kokebata somanetab budget komwa Murkomen kole kakwautienoto tetat ketoi kelipan boisiekab kok kong'ete arawetab 7 kowendi kokochini icheket chirset neo mising nebo kotestai ak boisionik cheterter chetoreti biikab emet koboto serikali.
Must give credit to CS Badi for trying to make this budget as lean as possible, make sure that the burden is not shifted to the people of Kenya, and work within foreseeable fiscal space that is there in the country. So I'm confident that that gap will be bridged through development partners' support, through sustainable borrowing. And you know, the most important thing that we must show the people of Kenya is that we came in knowing that we have serious debt distress, but we have managed our debt to the level that is sustainable now. That should be, this government must be praised that in less than 4 years we have been able to manage our debts to a level that is sustainable. And what any country in the world needs, or any family, any business, is to make sure that your debt is sustainable for you to achieve your objectives without really overburdening yourself.
Yeah. In your docket, are you satisfied with the allocation? I know your entry is quite big. There are police stations to be commissioned. There's the police officers' welfare. There's a lot. Are you satisfied, or will you keep on just asking for more?
The money we were given is not enough. It can never be enough. But in terms of the most immediate objectives, I think that what we must celebrate is that the first thing is to say that the modernization program is ongoing, which means that we continue getting good equipment for our officers, modern equipment which are able to utilize current technology so that then we can protect our people. Number two, our program to have security cameras in 6 towns across the country, including Nairobi, Mombasa, Kisumu, Nakuru, Nyeri, Eldoret, is on course to ensure that we secure our people better. We are able to deal with this petty theft and so forth. I'm happy to note that also some money has been set aside for infrastructure to make sure that we build our police stations, some money to support our police leasing program for vehicles, where there is a huge deficit when it comes to police vehicles. To strengthen our community policing, I am very happy that thanks to the Jukwaa la Usalama report and the conversations we had with the people of Kenya, we have been able to be faithful to the Jukwaa la Usalama report and to ensure that the village elders are now going to be given some level of support to enable them to dedicate their time and to support security functioning in the community. We have other resources that are related to police training. Remember that we have trained 10,000 police officers who are graduating by September. So I'm happy that the budget has been put in place for their deployment. We know that also we are approaching an election here. For purpose of election preparedness, we must train our police officers to handle any eventuality, but also we must prepare them to provide security during the election. So there is a lot of support that is coming to the security sector to in line with the promise. Remember also the president had promised that salary increment for the police officers, which a police officer in the lower cadre is going to get an increase of up to 10,000 within the last 3 years. This budget contains the last tranche of the money that is going to ensure that these police officers have been supported. Let me say this for avoidance of doubt, and having led the Jukwaa la Usalama conversations last year, that there is no administration in the recent past that has done a lot to the national administration sector and the security sector, and deliberately doing so based on the views that have been collected directly from the people. What is important now is to demand greater and better services from our police officers to ensure that corruption and bribery is out of the way, to ensure that people are being the citizens who are supporting these security officers are treated with dignity. And remember also that in this ministry we are working hard to make sure that the Kenyan people can get their national IDs. This budget is going towards a rapid process that ensures that Kenyans get their IDs, especially from the marginalized areas that have been left out for a very long time. We continue also our prison reform program through the same also budget. So all these departments are the ones that may look like it's a lot of money, but as a matter of fact, we are dealing with many officers, over 35,000 prison officers, over 100,000 police officers. All that money also goes to their salaries and emoluments. Yeah.
En kasarata ko kabaibachi budget noto nekakosoman en koskoleng'utab amut MP nekikitoror noto ko Bishop Jackson Kosgei eng mwaet kole koityi komonutiet neo serikalitab emoni sectors cheterter chebo bandab tai eng budget noto bo silingishek 4.8 trillion nekosoman minister nenomu rabinik John Mbadi eng bunge nebo National Assembly eng saishekab koskoleng eng betutab amut kwang'wan kasi.
Kin nebo kamanut eng budget nekakisoman eng betutab rani neikere ile wendi kotoreti biikab Kalenjin.
Well, I think nebo iman ko koek budget ne kararan amu karib biik tugul, karib biik teche makornatet en emet, industrialist ak korib biik chemengechen chemi ng'weny. Ng'alyon nekabunchi komonut ko biik chememuchegei chetinye kewelindo anan ko boisiek chekakoechekitu koek deliberate anan katet komie budget nebo rani sikelipan ketoret biikyok chekakoechekitu anan ko chetinye wisisinwek ak kakikochi kibagengeisiek cheromoti bichotok chepkondok chekatok rani. Apongezani kabisa. Kita nemache konai biikab Kalenjin ak biikab Kenya ko the fiscal policy of any country ko it is an act of patriotism to sustain a nation. Mocking it the way some people have appeared to have had a dummy of a budget is a mockery against what you can call the patriotism of the country. That is why in katiba nekibatai konyoni kotebe president ko, because it's a very important action. Korani kubwa bunge, so wajumbe tugul chebo Kenya koko mira amu chi tugul komache komwaitaegei akotononji budget amu katin. Itagene kaitu kokiteshi biikab constituency chepkondok. Kakites chepkondok, kakikoch chepkondok biikab constituency fund amu chepkondok chotok cheityin biik eng olimbo gaa. Bas akalak lakini kakararan kwa jumla. Yes. Yeah. Yes. Kibaibaen ko kibiik cheking'ikab North Rift komosta nimbo North and Eastern Kenya amu serikalini serikalisiek tugul chekikobwa tangu uhuru nekibo Kiplelachek ak nekibo Kenyatta ak nekibo Arap Moi, nekibo Kibaki akoi yoin koko boisien mbinu anan ortinwek bounotet nebo rani konamgei ak naet ole kikotepto bichu for a long time. Ko kiit nekokikonoin kokotoret biikyok konyor kalyet, koisto bichi inwek chebo kalyet. Nebo oeng ko en budget ini ikere ile kokiteshi chepkondok akindochi biikab security asi kotoret emet. Amu yetesetai emet kotesokse biik akotesoksei ng'omnotet en ng'ony komoche ketoret biikab security komuch korib emet en ng'alekab ribsetab kalyet. Nebo oeng, nebo somok ko ng'olyon nekayai budget nebo rani ko korib boisiekab kok. Biikab kok chun ribe biik en gaa. That is the best way to capture and to make sure people feel government. So kas biik serikali en ng'onyolin ako maba bichu kobirtot kebuch akoi kosomoti tuguk chebunote. Ko ako ndakiteken ko kararan komitinye allowance. Yesietebi ng'weny kotinye tuguk chenyoru. So kikochini kajaet neo serikalitab Arap Ruto en kiboitiot ne minister nebo ng'alekab chepkondok en emet.
Kawek emoni eng karonetab rani President William Ruto kong'ete rutoito nekokayai eng emotinwek chebo Belgium, Norway koboto Finland ole eng inguni komitei tuyet eng State House Nairobi ak kandoik kobun komasta noto nebo Marsabit ole tesetai ng'olole boisionik cheterter che tesetai kosuldoi serikali ak chetete kwai eng komoswek cheterter chebo county noto bo Marsabit cheboto teksetab sukulishek, ortinwek koboto sipitalishek. Ngepchit nguno ng'alaletab President William Ruto agenge eng agenge kong'ete State House Nairobi.
Solole Uran. Nyinyi mnajua hiyo barabara ya kutoka Sololo mpaka Uran, na tayari mimi nitakuja hapo kwa sababu contractor amepatikana na tutajenga hiyo barabara. Mnanielewa? Na mimi nataka niwaulize hao wabunge wetu na gavana, mnisaidie, na senator mnisaidie kufuatilia, si ndio? Na mimi nitakuwa hapo kuja kuziangalia hizo barabara ndio tuweze kusonga pamoja. Kuna barabara ingine inaitwa Manyatajilo. Sio Manyatajilo ni wapi hapa? Manyatajilo, si ndio? Na mahali inaitwa Gororugesa. Mnajua? Hiyo barabara vile vile nimeweka milioni 100, nataka tutengeneze hiyo barabara yenu. Na tayari kandarasi tumemaliza na contractor amepatikana, tunakuja kutengeneza hizo barabara. Watu wa Marsabit mnanielewa? Vile vile nataka mnisikize kwa makini, kwa sababu mnajua mimi ni mfanyikazi wenu, si ndio? Na saa zingine msiponiona kule Marsabit pengine mnashangaa kama mimi nimewasahau. Mimi siwezi kuwasahau hata kama sijafika, mambo yenu mimi napanga na mpaka itafaulu, kwa sababu nyinyi ni watu wangwana na nyinyi ni watu wazuri na nyinyi ni watu ambao tunaaminiana pamoja. Kuna mambo mawili ya muhimu. Nilikuwa pale Loyangalani na mkanieleza ya kwamba hii wind power, Turkana wind power iko karibu na Loyangalani, lakini Loyangalani haina stima. Sasa nimeweka pesa ya serikali milioni 390, na kabla ya Disemba tutakuwa tunawakisha mataa hapo Loyangalani. Tutakuwa tumelete stima hapo kutoka hapo Lake Turkana. Najua viongozi hawa wameniuliza pia tusukume hiyo stima iende Marsabit na iende Sololo. Hiyo bado iko bado napangia. Kuna safari lazima niende, ndio nipange vizuri, nipate pesa ya kutosha, ndio nifanye hiyo kazi. Lakini hata na hivyo iko sawa. Vile vile hapo Loyangalani tulikubaliana ya kwamba tuunganishe Loyangalani ngambo hii na Turkana mambo hile, tuweke feri kama ile iko Mombasa kule. So nimekubaliana na watu wa Kenya Ports Authority na tutakuja hapale ya kwamba hiyo feri tayari tumetoa pesa ya kujenga hiyo feri ya kuunganisha watu wa Turkana na watu ya Marsabit, na tutajenga pale mahali ya hiyo feri kutua. We need about 400 million, tayari we have it in the budget. Ngambo hii 400, ngambo ile 400 million na 700 ya kutengeneza hiyo feri, na hiyo itafanyika mwaka huu. Tunaelewana? Pia nyinyi mnajua tuko na biashara kubwa inaendelea kati ya Kenya na Ethiopia pale Moyale tunahitaji dry port, si ndio, ya kusukuma biashara pale Moyale. Huyu gavana wenu ako na barua yangu nimemwandikia. Tunataka shamba ekari 200, mimi niko na pesa ya kutengeneza dry port. Na gavana na watu county assembly mumalize hiyo kazi, mkinitumia next week, basi mimi nitakuja pale na contractor wa kutengeneza dry port, ndio tuendelee na biashara kati ya Kenya na Ethiopia. Tumekubaliana? Tuko na program ya affordable housing ambayo inaendelea. Mimi nataka niwahakikishie ya kwamba katika mipango yetu tumeweka Marsabit County, tumeweka shilingi bilioni 7 ya affordable housing, ya masoko na ya hostels. 7 billion shillings. Kati ya sehemu ambazo tumezipangia ni kwamba hapo Saku, najua mnajua inaendelea saa hizi, we have already awarded a 700 million program ya affordable housing. Maikona tume award tayari affordable housing ya shilingi bilioni 1 pale Maikona. Tumekubaliana tunaweka affordable housing Laisamis, North Horr, Sololo. Vile vile tumewapangia mambo ya affordable housing. Masoko tuko na fish market ambayo tayari tumepata contractor ya shilingi milioni 190 Loyangalani. Tumepanga soko ya Turbi, Laisamis, Karare, Uran na Bubisa. Yote haya tunajenga masoko. Watu yangu ya affordable housing wanapangia nyinyi hiyo kazi. Hostels ya vijana wetu, tumesema vijana wale wako kwa TVET, vijana wale wako kwa KMTC na vijana wale wako katika program hizo pia tuwajengee hostels. Katika mpango yetu tunajenga hostels ya vijana 1500 Marsabit. Na Saku TVET tayari hostel inaendelea. Obo, North Horr, Laisamis na Saku KMTC iko katika procurement, ndio tuhakikishe hawa vijana wetu wanaosoma pale pia wanapata nafasi ya kusoma. Pia governor hapa ameniuliza kwa niaba ya viongozi hawa wote wa Marsabit ya kwamba mnataka pia county ya Marsabit ipate nafasi ya kuwa na university, si ndio? Lakini sasa hii university tutaanzia wapi? Mimi nataka niwapatie mpango ya kuwa na university, si ndio? Ngoja. Shida yenu ni mashindano kila wakati. So nimeshaongea na university yetu ya Egerton University kwa sababu wao ndio wanafanya mambo mengi ya ufugaji. Nyinyi mnanielewa? Nimeshaongea na wao na tayari tumekubaliana wameenda wakafanya maneno mahali inaitwa Karare hapo. Nataka kwanza tutaanza hivi, sikizeni. Nataka mjue vile tutaanza. Tutaanza na kuwa na constituent campus. Na tayari nimeambia wizara tutajenga hostels na tutajenga administration block na tutajenga tuition block kidogo.
Chotajitab Kalenjin ko ngalalutik koboto pichaisiek chebo agenge eng agenge cheitun kong'ete State House Nairobi, choto chebo tuiyetab President William Ruto ak kandoik koboto meng'ik chebunu county noto nebo Marsabit ole ng'alale kotinygei ak boisionik cheterter chemache kosuldae serikalitab Kenya Kwanza eng county noto bo Marsabit ak counties alak chenekityin. Ko yekitestai ko kakomongei minister nebo tililindo noto ko Aden Duale akotach budget noto neko kosoman eng betutab amut ole kamwa ine kole budget noto kowendi koibu kelchin mising eng tokwek cheterter ole kokitobonji ole anan ole kamwa kole konyor kelchin mising counties cheyomyotin mising ko choto chebo North Eastern kobun budget noto kosoman minister nenomu rabinik noto ko John Badi ole kamwa Duale kole tokyinet neo nebo serikalitab President William Ruto ko koib bandab tai eng komoswek tugul chebo emoni mising ko eng komoswek chekotestai kitaban eng kasarta nekoi mising cheboto counties chebo Northern Kenya.
I'm just giving you education and health interchangeably. Look at health. Today, 31.5 million Kenyans are registered with the Social Health Authority. Today, under the Social Health Authority, for the first time, and we are the first in Africa, people are coming to learn from us. Close to $1.4 billion have been raised, close to about 184 billion in terms of domestic resource mobilization by the Social Health Authority. What does that translate to? In the 18 months under SHA was in existence, only maternity package. How many mothers have delivered under this? 1.2 million mothers have delivered under the SHA ecosystem. And we have their names. 17.8 billion have been paid as reimbursements. So when you see the big budget, you look at what has been done in sports, in infrastructure, in health, in affordable housing, in education. I'm waiting for a question from you.
Yeah. Continue. We think Waziri is already coming down.
Yes.
Yes, for Treasury. I just want to ask you quickly, Waziri, how much has been allocated? How much had you requested for? Because we're yet to know
In fact, the budget of the health sector, just like education, has gone up. Our budget used to be around 130, 135. You know, health is devolved. But of course, we still get a bigger part of our budget goes to our referral hospitals. So this year we got extra about 30 billion. And this is about 160 plus billion shillings. Yes.
All right.
And this is now, when you look at the primary health care, when you look at the emergency, critical and chronic fund, I was just appearing before Parliament. Now our mothers can deliver at level 2 and level 3, paid by government, integrated. All our HIV, TB, malaria patients can now walk to any primary health care network and facility and walk in, walk out. Today, a Kenyan can do a transplant at 1.2 million shilling at Aga Khan, Nairobi Hospital, Kenyatta Hospital, at no cost.
Okay.
Today, our cancer patients have got a benefit of about 800,000 from the 500,000 which was there before.
Right.
Today, there's no co-payment. And finally, our security forces, our teachers, our civil servants, the function I did yesterday, now they have over 3,000 health facilities from level 2 to level 6 that they will not do a co-payment. Okay. It's called comprehensive health cover.
Okay, Waziri, before I let you go, we know that we are trying to deal with the Ebola question.
Yes.
Ebola disease in the country. Have you put some budget? Have you recommended
Yes.
something? How much?
Yes, we have about 2 billion shillings, 2.1 billion shillings standby. Now what we are now doing, we're working with the partners. We are mapping out all the 23 quarantine, isolation, treatment facilities. And I'm sure the media wants to know where are they. We don't want to say it for now. Because if we just say it's near Bunge, there will be a lot of panic. You know that people want to know. We know it. We know the particular places. But you can go to Kenyatta Hospital, you can go to this. So we have enough budget. We have enough support from the WHO, from the US government. And out of the 23 facilities, the US government is wholly supporting us in establishing the one in Lake.
Is the establishment still continuing, or you stopped the constructions?
We are a law-abiding government. We respect court orders.
So you stopped?
We are a law-abiding government. We respect court orders.
We saw satellite images showing some constructions happening.
Those satellite images are from Reuters. Get me more verifiable satellite images from our own internal agencies.
So you stopped or not? You're not answering?
I've told you, we respect the rule of law and we comply with court orders.
What is the position of the SHA system today?
No. In fact, let me answer two good questions. One, I saw the purported budget read by Honorable Kalonzo Musyoka, saying that there is 104 billion that they will save. I want to tell them that there's no 100 billion shilling on the digitization of the health system in our country. That was a PPP, a consortium led by Safaricom. So the government of Kenya has not invested a coin of that 104 billion. And I challenge Kalonzo Musyoka to show me in this budget, in the previous budgets, where the item 104 billion is. Okay. Two, I had also the former impeached deputy president saying that he predicted. What the nation reported was that the function we had yesterday at Kenyatta Hospital was that we were introducing access rules on Sunday to curb him after listening and negotiating with facilities. During that transition of the access rules, some of our facilities faced some real-time system challenges, which was rectified the same day. SHA is working now. We have paid 12.7 billion last week. By the 14th of this month, we will pay another 13 billion, close to 13 billion. So the 6 months of Mr. Rigiji, you'll wait until Jesus comes back.
But there was some system downtime, was there?
Even M-Pesa has got system downtime. All technology, even M-Pesa, sometimes
How long was it?
About 2 hours. And we always have a backup. Once the biometrics downtime is low, we tell our patients to use the OTP.
All right.
It is the best system, let me tell you. 5 countries, Ghana, Malawi, Namibia, Angola, colleague ministers, and their people were here the last 2 months, learning how Kenya is implementing the digitization of the health system. Today, if you are there yesterday at Kenyatta, in real time, Kenyatta, you can see every patient coming in, every surgery taking place in every theater, the doctor performing it, how much revenue has been collected.
All right. Allow me to ask you a question that goes beyond your docket, that is health. This is the last full financial year for President Ruto in his first term. By God's grace, if he gets a second term, he'll implement other budgets. How confident are you that you are achieving, because you are a key principle in campaigning for President William Ruto,
oh yes,
that you are achieving what you promised the country, all the promises in the Better Manifesto?
Let me tell you, this is the only administration that has translated its manifesto into action. We told the people of Kenya we will implement the affordable housing projects. It was in the Azimio manifesto. Today, go to everywhere, go to Garissa, go to Lamu, everywhere. The biggest estates are affordable housing. We promised that we are going to implement universal health coverage that President Kibaki could not do, President Uhuru could not do. We have implemented today 31.5 million Kenyans are registered with SHA. Today, if you go to any hospital, you'll find Kenyans queuing, and the co-payment is negligible. We have a primary health care fund. We promised the people of Kenya that we are going to reduce the gap between the teacher-student ratio. 100,000, and this budget, if included, will be 120,000 teachers have been employed since independence. This is the only administration that has built stadiums. We have promised the young people, the football lovers, since President Moi. This is the only administration that has built stadiums in more than 15 counties. This is the only administration that has brought equity, that for the first time in the history of this country, the people in Nyanza and the people in northern Kenya, Madaraka Day was done. This is the only administration that promised to reduce the price of fertilizer. Good. So I am telling you, if you want to judge this administration and President Ruto, that's why President Ruto keeps on saying, you, the citizens, have the marking scheme. Mark the scheme. Our competitors have only, Ruto must go one term. Yesterday, they even read a figure that don't exist. I pity them, I'm not in the opposition.
Lastly, as we wrap it up, Didi Nyoro, the former budget chair, poked a lot of holes into your budget, the Kenya Kwanza budget.
No, Didi Nyoro is the last person. He's a good friend of mine. He has no moral authority. He was a chair of budget. You people don't ask him hard questions. This is the only budget he's not involved in. And Didi Nyoro cannot talk about debt going up. Debt is related to budget deficit. Am I right? Who is to control budget deficit? It's the budget committee, and it's the House. Didi Nyoro oversaw 3 budgets. So he's a good friend of mine. I don't want to be hard on him, but he doesn't have he doesn't fit the bill to create the debt portfolio of this country. Maybe Leto can do it. Somebody else can do it.
He's not the chair right now, but
no. You should have asked him.
You still have a deficit.
You should have asked him. How come there was close to 4-point-something budget deficits? Whatever is being implemented, Honorable Attorney can only be asked about this budget. The rest of the other budgets, and under our new constitution, dispensation, budget making is a fundamental constitutional function of the House. The budget committee is very, very powerful. Didi Nyoro, now that he's on the other side, he should be very fair to the people of Kenya. He contributed to the debt. But the question of debt, I want to say it lastly. The debts of the previous administration could not be accounted for. The debts that we borrow on behalf of the people of Kenya today can be accounted for every shilling under President Ruto's administration. Under President Uhuru, I was in this house with the Auditor General Ouko. We could not account for the Eurobond. So under President William Ruto, every cent, whether we borrow domestically, externally, or we collect on behalf of the people of Kenya, we can account to the people of Kenya how that money has been used.
But Waziri, there is a concern that the borrowing has gone up, but the development is not matching the borrowing.
No, let me tell you. That's why I'm telling you. The borrowing has gone up, but we can account for it. That's why we are building stadiums. That's why we are recruiting teachers. That's why we are paying for free universal health coverage. That's why you see affordable housing. Yeah, that's why you see fertilizer prices have come down. Yeah.
Thank you.
I can tell you every coin that we borrow, domestically, externally, every country in the world, even the US borrows. Please, do research. But the question is, what you borrow, can you account for? Because that money belongs to the taxpayers. It's like the tax they pay. This administration will account for every dollar, every euro, every Kenya shillings that we borrow.
Thank you so much.
And you will see the value for it.
Thank you so much.
Kenya twende mbele. Kenya, twende mbele. NCBA, go for it.
Kainet ko nikinye Emily Moto tomo kowalak. Ami yoe boisiet en Elebo Merewet.
So chu ko
toreton simatilan semendi eunek. Atau wanya awek kole.
Sasa Emily Moto ine kasini. Megere ko ini dikasi ya wanaume.
Acha, kiakonu kene. Ngunon any chumchondo nikinda kole.
Hii ni chumvi kabisa chumvi.
Chumvi.
Table salt.
Lakini marahisi. Nata nguni makaba saa hizi yenye masaa saa nguni. Na nami nguni ne. Kwa mpaka saa 6.
Usiku?
Agar chapter asubuhi ya wangu. Ko ni yani kongoromala. Nengo kochop ngunon ali kole. Kasi ni yoe kuni bomotene kine.
Lelene kwambo lagocha.
Ara kikoya. Kikoon mo kasi ni. Yoche koyan inamu, yoche singwa barua chachike, koib kole oruchu kanyoru. Awakine is ko ale oruchu kanyoru, ko makilipan school fees. Mite yom sen muguleldonyo. Amwae kongo, ya terter ngo. Yeyoitega ole mi Jesu, kome agere met kogen.
Itagat ko kenyitab Kalenjin ketestai ak tetutiet nebo Kass Mashinani ole kitokchinigei taunetab Eldoret en county nebo Uasin Gishu ole kakosom MP nebo Kapseret en county noto bo Uasin Gishu Oscar Sudi biikab emoni korib kalyet en kasarta ne tesetai kwendi barak matab bolotet ole kong'ololi ine yekangoyote kot neamishe kipsomaninik eng sukulitab ACK St Barnabas Kipkenyo ole kamwa Sudi kole tinye ine kainet kole wendi kobelishe President William Ruto ole kacher kosubik chebo President William Ruto kere kole katil kuraishek eng chong'indo asikomuch kobirchi inendet kura eng lewenisiet neo nebo 2027.
Mimi nataka niwatangazie na munisikie. Ya kwanza, mtu yote anaomba kura, awe ni MCA, awe anaomba kura ya mjumbe, awe anaomba kura ya women rep, ya senator, ya governor, mumkaribishe, mumpigie makofi, mpime. Sawa sawa? Msipigie mtu yote kelele. Mtu yote akikuja mkaribishe yeye. Lakini wenyewe mtumie wapi? Si mnajua nyinyi wenyewe kupima huyu anaweza huyu hawezi. Na akikuja na kitu kidogo mchukue na mpigie makofi. Sawa sawa? Tunakubaliana? Mimi sitaki ikapeleke siasa chafu. Na ndio maana kuna vijana tukosana juzi. Kwa sababu mimi nimekuwa muungwana wakifikiria mimi ni muungwana sana. Mimi ni mtu mzuri sana. Na mimi ni mtu mbaidi sana. Kwa hiyo mbaidi na muungwana mimi muungwana. Nataka niwaombe tufanye siasa ya amani. Kwa jambo wakati hapa na ndugu yangu Ibenei, si ndio? Wanapakana hapa. Kuna wale wanaomba. Kuna wale wanaomba kiti yangu na ndugu zangu wale. Uwakaribishe, mupigie hao makofi, muongee, waseme sera zao, alafu yeye wenyewe mpime. Lakini kitu nataka niwaambie, kwa hii term tunaenda ya William Ruto ya second term. Kwanza watu wakati wa second term anyway, hata wale wanasema one term ni mwani ni wote mtunda. Si kweli? Na tunaambia wale wanasema one term wapende wasipende, tutajaza kura na nyinyi ndio mtajaza hiyo kura. Nyinyi ndio mtajaza kura. Kuna mtu ambaye kwenda one term. Kuna mtu ambaye kwenda one term. So William Ruto, Para 20, leo tunataka siasa ya maendeleo. Leo hatutaki siasa ya upuzi. Tunataka MCA anafanya maendeleo. Tunataka mjumbe anafanya maendeleo. Tunataka women rep anafanya maendeleo. Tunataka senator anafanya maendeleo. Tunataka governor anakutanisha watu wote anafanya maendeleo. Na kwa hiyo sawa. Across Malinji run go get the kura ile tool ke kura ile million mut 5 million mami serikali ni je bebe 2032 na mgeni ni kwa ni umia so amejali kwa kura ile na boy ameje wewe kwetu mtenga sa abosisi ogere ngete kwa kinga zakati kujitie market au tugoje market lakini amejali kurusana utali nangom agotali no isugi kola umadani ko di banero matwala ji nata gawa se bigala pia mo de tus ogas ngot ki muji bi kwa ki ke ni sang serga ko era de ni serga
Yakatestai ak logoiwekab emet ketokyinigei county nebo Narok komasta nebo Transmara ole kakomwa nebo ng'echeret eng kibagengeitab konetik nebo Kuppet eng county nebo Narok notok ko Kipkoech Chepkwony kole nyolu kerirte ministry nebo somanet kotinygei ak ambakoshek ak yautik alak cheboto belsetab sukulishek chekotestai keborionji eng sukulishek cheterter chebo emoni. Kong'ololi eng Olol Masani komwa Chepkwony kole eng betusiek chemi tai komakat eng ministry nebo somanet konde aftam kwenutab tamit asimang'etyo kipsomaninik akoib asenet eng sukulishek.
I want to condemn kokas kele kokibel olimbo utumishi academy kibesa mwanwekab lokecha kokas oin kora kokibel sukulit nekibore Oere Kunenero kemwa kele oyo akemwa kele pole en lochon kokibel sukulishek. Amache anyamwan ole biik kiblemeni Ministry of Education. Biik chekiblemeni en ng'alechon bo strike en lagok ko Ministry of Education amun kiibe half term konde week 9 nekatakindo week 7 tokuni komi lagok makele kele chito ra koron kemi siasa kepingan makele boisiet koboisio chepyosok koyoe keyai siasa akikochi chito kwai ne si baada ya koyai chito kasit kosaketeben kele kiyai ne makele keyai siasa ele kait akoimen kimache kemwa kele makiyani siasa kokiro nebo Starline kwai boisienyin kotar nebo nusu mwaka makokere nebo kinakoito kotortinwek kotar nebo nusu mwaka akikoi nebo 2027 kwani lakwet amwa nekikoi nusu mwaka alaambe nusu mwaka ambe nusu mwaka maambe nusu mwaka so makikoi chito nusu mwaka yalala kameni tu lakini maambe nusu mwaka etekle bwana wanasiasa baada ya walitangaza kele kule yapi nebo 2027 kera siasa makele keyai siasa ele kait akoimen kimache kemwa kele makiyani siasa kokiro nebo Starline kwai boisienyin kotar nebo nusu mwaka makokere nebo kinakoito kotortinwek kotar nebo nusu mwaka akikoi nebo 2027 kwani lakwet amwa nekikoi nusu mwaka alaambe nusu mwaka ambe nusu mwaka maambe nusu mwaka so makikoi chito nusu mwaka yalala kameni tu lakini maambe nusu mwaka etekle bwana wanasiasa baada ya
Kitokyinigei county nebo Kericho eng ing'unoitab Kalenjin ole tesetai igorta nebo yatetab kot neruitos kipsomaninik koboto multipurpose hall nebo sukulitab tibik nebo Belgut Starehe Girls eng county nebo Kericho nekoteche MP nebo komasata notok nekoteche MP nebo komastab kot neking'ate ng'atutik nebo Belgut notok ko Nelson Koech Sonko koboisie rabinik chebo legutab bandab tai notok nebo anan koboisie legutab Belgut Marathon nebo kenyit nekosirtoi eng kibagenge ak Finlays Community Trust nebo komunitab Browns East Africa Plantation. Tetat kora koboisie igorata eng lumdaitab edition nebo somok nebo labatetab kenyini noto nebo Belgut Marathon. Mitei korata kandoik cheboto sirindet neo nebo ureriosiek Elijah Mwangi, leader of majority eng bunge nebo Senate noto ko Aaron Cheruyot eng kwenutab kandoik alak cheterter ako eng nguni kebendi agenge eng agenge agoi komasta nebo Belgut eng county nebo Kericho asikepchi ngalalutik chetesetai.
Here, I've seen you putting up new chiefs officers. Thank you and thank you so much. God bless you.
Thank you very much, our host today, Madam Principal, the chair of today, Kass, our sponsors who are here today, being led by the chairman and, of course, the director, Mr. Kirui of Browns Limited. Kirui is so synonymous with Finlays. So, in vocation, I refer to you as the director of Finlays. Please excuse me because that is what we've known you for. Our guest, the peers who just stepped out, the sports, of course, the CEO, Sports Fund, my colleague and friend and neighbor, Justice Emei, and of course, Senator Cheruyot, our senator of this county. I hope I didn't forget to mention it, and all the religious leaders who are here today, the teachers, the students, the entire Starehe community. Wacha niwasalimie nyote kwa jina la Bwana. Mjambo. We are very happy today, and I want to keep my speech as short as possible. Before I can start by saying something, because we wanted to keep this as strictly thanksgiving to our Fadili Wetu, Browns, and then we have another session with the public outside there, but I've seen leaders who are here. Allow me in 1 second just to introduce them. And I want you to stand where you are. I'll introduce you. I'll start with the MCAs. I want all of you to be outstanding, kindly. And you'll excuse me, but tutaweza kuongea pale nje. Nitaanza na former MCA wetu, Emily. Unataka makofi? Ya Emily. Mheshimiwa Livingston. Alikuwa MCA Jitoro Literated Ward. Huyu ni Mheshimiwa MCA Diplo, Mheshimiwa Kaptusen Ward. Huyu ni MCA wangu kule Kabianga, anaitwa Mheshimiwa Dominic. Huyu ni MCA nominated, anaitwa Clear Boss. Huyu ni MCA wa Kipchebon, anaitwa Mheshimiwa MCA Watchman. MCA wa Chitoro Literated nominated, anaitwa Mheshimiwa Irene. Bas, wale wanawania tusimame wote, wale wanaomba kiti ya MCA. Asanteni, and we wish you all the best. So you all are for calling and doing them. Mimi yangu yatakuwa machache. Kwanza, I want to thank you peers today for the invitation to come and join us for this event. I know you were not able to join us last year for the marathon, but leo uliamua ukasema wacha tukuje. When I told you, you graciously accepted that you will participate and you will join us today here. I want to thank my friend, also the CEO of a sports fund. When I called him also, he accepted to be here today for this very beautiful occasion. My friend Justice Kemei, he has a function, and that is why we are a bit in a hurry. I told him to pitia hapa kidogo, kusalimia wanafunzi na pia tukue pamoja. And of course, our senator, ambaye achoki, pia alisema tutakuwa na sisi siku ya leo. Madam Chair of the board summarized all that I wanted to say. This has been a journey for us. It has been a journey for the Starehe community. It has been a big journey. The inception of this school was purely to cater for students who, some of them do not have parents. And then when I came in, we said, no, that is a bit also discriminatory. We decided also to have the students from all over. But mostly we were focused on students who are not able to pay school fees. When I joined in as a member of parliament, we had a very small population of students. We had about 50 students. We started my team. You saw the chairman here, Kimsa Agano, is the chair also of Kepsha, and Madam Sharon Kaptam, and the entire CDF team. And we said, let us support these students. And we started slowly enrolling students from the 50 population that we had. And over the years, the student population has grown very, very highly. And of course, the challenges that came with it. And why did we decide to do that? We realized that every year, when students finish primary school, many could not transition to secondary school. And we said, what is it that we can do to help where we can? Because we do not have enough resources as a community, as individuals, to cater for everyone who is not able to transition to high school. We said the best thing to do is to get the bright students and needy ones from the schools that are here, and then we bring them into Starehe boys and Starehe girls. So we transitioned those students. We did vetting in villages, and we continue to do that. Ili tutafute wale ambao wanatoka familia ambazo ziko na shida. Lakini tukiwa hapa hatuwezi jua tunatoka familia ambazo tuko na changamoto nyingi kule nyumbani. We come here as one community, the community of Starehe, a community that is focused, a community that want to achieve and break the glass ceiling, like Sharon did demonstrate here shortly. So tukaanza kuleta wanafunzi 1, 2, 3, tukiwa na different challenges. Na wanafunzi wakaanza kukua wengi. From 50 we went to 100, we went to 200. And of course we were using the money from NGCDF, the bursary kitty, to pay for them school fees. When we started my team, we realized it was not going to be sustainable. One, because we were paying for our students from Form 1 to Form 4. It means that one student kutoka Form 1 mpaka Form 4, and we looked at the budget for every financial year that was coming, for instance, to Starehe girls was about 6 million. And we realized it was not sustainable because the kitty that we have for bursaries is about, at that time when we started, we were doing about 30-something billion Kenya shillings, so around 40 million Kenya shillings. So it was not going to be sustainable. We decided, and I went, thought through about it, and I decided that the best way is to call friends who can support us in this journey. Friends who understand the problem. And we found very dependable friends in Browns and many others who came and joined us to support us. And today we are proud. We are proud because you can see the population that we have. We have continuously injected a lot of resources. Through our Senator Aaron Cheriot, who is actually the chief mobilizer of Belgut Marathon in looking for funds, we were able to steadily grow our friends and the input that our friends are giving in support of the school. Until last year, we were able to raise 45 million. Kwa wafadhili wote, we are incredibly thankful to you. You've touched the souls of many. One soul is a soul too many, especially when you know the background some of the students we have here today come from. Tunawashukuru sana. This team from Browns, you've really opened doors for us when we've come to visit you. In fact, many times lately, I fear to call Sami Kurui because I think we've asked for too much. But I don't think it is too much. But even when we've done that, you always receive us. Yesterday or the day before yesterday, my team from any NGCDF were in your office again, asking you to support us in this year's marathon. And graciously again, you've agreed to come and support us. Kwa wanafunzi, kwa sababu sitaki kuwa na maneno mengi. You know, we do all these things. You remember that the first marathon that we did, I actually ran, and we ran with the senator. We wanted to demonstrate to you that there is nothing that comes easy. It was a challenge for us to finish the journey. We started in Kabyanga and finished in Social. That was a 10-kilometer run. We wanted to demonstrate to you that nothing comes easy. Of course, yes, it was easy for us to go and sit on the finish line and say, you can let the rest run, we will be at the finish line to receive them, and then we collect money. But no, we wanted to be that people that you can look up to see the struggle that we went through. That struggle should be now internalized and be interpreted in your classrooms so that the struggle that you have and the sweetness of the finish line can be demonstrated in your books. And I always tell you students, even when I visit this school, the husband that you're looking for, the job that you're looking for, the nice car that you're looking for, the beautiful things in this world that you're looking for, don't look further from your classroom and the books. They are right inside those books. Look inside those books, look inside those books, and truly you will be rewarded. And let me speak to you, jumuelewe vizuri. Tunapitia changamoto nyingi sana kutafuta pesa. Sisi saa zingine na huyu Senator Harold tunakaa chini tunasema tutafanyia nini hizi mashule ili watoto waweze kusoma, waweze kusaidia mafamilia zao. Kenenda kwa riki kibuduga nilwaga, ulego riki moki ngeta ratini nilwa. Kukike go nuge gele nangi toret ko rijota. Enore ngi muchi nemingin. Asi yagina la kwete u ko la kwena ka bugo itai engon ne ko bugo bitai. Ko la kwena ka bugo tore sigi enje tinyi sigi. Ko enje matinyi sigi ko la kwena ka bugo ri kuripke koro asiko manda situngo nyuri bemi. Jango kwa nero abogeri biki ka go. Alaga en bichu ogere nero ambassador tere kuki goto mama ngwala to kwenda lo kemeki. Bichu chicha ogere nero kuki goto bishop no ogere nero kuki goto lakini ka monorai MCS chicha kuki goto to mane ya ne lakini lakini ko ka le big nangebe asibiki toro lo go chutama nango sabcho e school sinyo kwa ngori kwa ago usisigi kwa lupchane apega kare mutrai la mutai jubuna rapi oli obwan onge beki toret ke atinyi lo cheki ke unyano ya obwan ke toret ke sigoro go e bi lo inimo la kwa nami yo na ngule ni chalo koki ngo university kosi kwa masa betu na tagoli ya mashimo gi toret tarai first year amejeto lakini ngana na mija tu nini kuchuko itu ni sukulu ni kuchuko kicho ngana nei tarai tu ni ro ngeti matingi na mangi tu tara tar na wela ko halera me tai te no noi ako kio no mu ni ro nge ba get sta ki ko se wa last year ko laba graduate ni I was very thankful and I'm very proud. So today as you come here today I just wanted to speak to you in a language that you understand even better. Please let's work hard. Let us avoid the things that we see outside there. We see students burning dormitories. We see students engaging in things that Madam DCC was saying. People smoking ban. Children engaging in unnecessary things. The society has become extremely brutal. The society has become extremely competitive. It can only take those that are the best. I know in Stare boys and Stare girls, we have the best, and the society will accept you. So please, Kazan, we will continue, and I want to promise you, I will continue supporting this school, Stare boys. Because we want the best for you, we want the best from society, we want the best for our children, and that is why today you see all these people here. So sitaki nipitisha, I want in a very big way ni shukuru wahisani tena wetu ambao walitusaidia kwa mwaka uliopita. Asante sana Kirui, asante sana chama, asante kwa matrustees wote, asante kwa wale wote ambao wanatuombea, the clergy, we really appreciate. We appreciate your prayers. We appreciate your support. Many times when you have events in my constituency, you always join us. Be blessed, and we also pray for you. I want just to recognize our friend, a lady who has also been a face of the athletes, particularly in our county. Our friend Beatrice Chebet will have wanted to join us today, but she is not able to join us because she is expecting a child, so she is not able to join us today. But our own girl from Kericho County, a brilliant, hard-working lady, is here with us today, Mercy Cherono. Please stand up and. So Mercy Cherono will be with us. She will be the face of our Belgut Marathon this year, amongst other faces that we have here. So thank you very much. Thank you for PS for being with us today. Tunashukuru. Tuko tuna maombi kidogo. Umesikia ile mambo ambayo imesema. Kweli hapa hata mimi sikujua hakuna viti. Kumbe viti natoa na masko. Wala kwa beseni kijirogo. Hii viti mnakalia iko sitting allowance. So every minute you're sitting there. Just know that it has to be paid later. But I think the best thing for us is to make sure that we furnish this hall. The other thing ni kuona vile tutasaidia kwa mambo ya dormitory hapo chini, kwa sababu kweli dormitory ni mzuri, imejengwa vizuri, na lakini hatuna vitanda. So hao wageni mkifika hapa mjue ile mtasema, hata kama mtasema mtasaidia hapo mbele kwa marathon sawa. Lakini nilisikia ni kama senator aliambiwa malizana na hii ama ilikuwa gani? Nitamwambia mwenyewe. Waziri wa senator. So tutasaidiana hapo kwa mambo mengine, because I know we'll speak outside there. Ambassador Tere, I'm happy that you are able to notice the difference that we've made in our constituency. We, from the support of these leaders that you've seen here, the MCAs and the leadership, particularly Senator Aaron, and I like to insist because we work very closely with Senator Aaron. The changes that we've made in this constituency are enduring, and they will last for a very, very long time. I always say, that is exactly the encouragement that I want to give to the students. Let us make an impact in society when we're given an opportunity. When you're given an opportunity of leadership, let us be the people that make the change. It doesn't matter if you'll be elected or not, but just make that change. I'm sure people will notice, and one day people will remember you, and that is what I want to achieve. I'm not running for votes as it is right now. Sikimbii ati nazunguka ku make change kwa sababu ya vote. I just am deliberate to change our people. Mami kitaka kewal bichu, kisoti bichu, kechap chinora atenwe, kindiji siteme, kete kisugulishi, kechenji orono keuchukitinyi, niko torete wetu, chiki wali ni moni nyo. Siko orona keche ko logo chuka na ngo, konyo kana mlago ga biga na geta. I don't want mine to be much today. I want to allow, because later we will be launching our online registration here shortly after the speakers. When we do that, I want to request that we allow the team, particularly those of the sponsors. Now, let me invite the few guests before we can conclude. I want to start with my very good friend, Noor Ibrahim. Karibu sana. Noor Ibrahim is a very good friend of mine from a long time. When I told him that he joins us today, he accepted very quickly. Noor is the CEO of Sports Fund. Karibu sana.
Asante sana, Mheshimiwa Nelson Koech. Mnaita Sonko. Mheshimiwa Sonko, mjumbe hapa, na wananchi wote, leader of majority ya Senate, Mheshimiwa Aaron, PS Sports, viongozi wote, natumai itifaki imezingatiwa, na wananchi kwa jumla wamune. Ama niende kwa ile ya Bokol tena. Muko salama, Bwana asifiwe. Asanteni sana. Yangu ni fupi. Mimi naitwa Noor Ibrahim, CEO ya Sports, Arts and Social Development Fund. Hii ni hazina ambayo imetengenezwa na serikali ya kusaidia kufadhili mambo ya michezo na sanaa kwa Kiswahili. Kwa hivyo tumegangana sana katika hii awamu ya serikali ya muhula hii ya Mheshimiwa William Ruto kuhakikisha ya kwamba mambo ya mchezo tuna support. Kama mnavyoona hii mambo ya Cash Awards, mimi najua hii sehemu ni sehemu ya wakimbiaji. Wakimbiaji wanakimbia, wanashinda mchezo tofauti, lakini zamani ile mambo ambayo walikuwa wanapewa kama zawadi, ile pesa local kama si ile international, huwa haikuwa inakuja vizuri. Siku hizi inakuja instantly na imekuwa enhanced through a presidential directive ambaye rais mwenyewe alisema hiyo pesa iongezwe. Kwa sababu ya ile kuambatana na ile mambo, si alisema pesa mfukoni wakati ya uchaguzi. Sasa hiyo ndo pesa mfukoni ile yenyewe. Na kupitia hii directive yake, kupitia ofisi yangu, tumeclear areas ya Cash Award kutoka 2011 mpaka leo, na PS ataconfirm akikuja hapa. Yote tumelipa, hakuna deni. Siku hizi wakimbiaji wakikimbia wanalipwa hapo. Tukikuja kwa mambo ya facility ya infrastructure ya sport, PS atakuja hapa, atasema zile ambaye ziko kwa hii county, lakini kwa unaona hata stadium ile ya Kericho ilimalizwa kwa record ya miezi 4. Siku hizi inaitwa Kiburugut Chumo Stadium. Ile mkimbiaji ya kwanza alishinda medal kwa niaba ya Kenya hii na zingine mingi ambaye PS atakuja kusema hapa. Mimi nataka kuwasihi tu wanafunzi hawa, nyinyi mko na bahati kubwa sana kwa sababu mko na mjumbe na senator. Hao vijana wawili ni viongozi shupavu na ni viongozi ambaye wanajali maslahi yenu. Hali ya maisha hapa, nimekuja, hii ni mara yangu ya kwanza kuja area hii ndani Kericho town, nimekuja lakini pande hii nyingine sijaingia ndani. Tulikuwa tunakuja na senator na angalia namna hii, nakuta kila mahali ni green. Mimi naambia saa nyingine kwa sababu yeye ndio kiongozi ya pekee kutoka hapa Rift Valley, ametembea huko kwetu kwa kila function kusaidia watu kila pembe ya nchi hii, na mko na bahati kuwa na kiongozi kama huyo. Kwa sababu hata sisi tunafanya, nimeambia aweke watu kama 3 4 hapa, atembee nao huko, akienda ndio waone tabu inakaa namna gani. Kwa sababu hapa shida sio mingi. Mshukuru Mungu mmezaliwa mahali mzuri, karibu na nafikiri majani chai nini, kila kitu iko mingi, lakini hawa viongozi pia wanagangana zaidi kuhakikisha ya kwamba hali yenu ya maisha iko juu, na wanafanya huduma kubwa sana. So Senate majority leader pamoja na kiongozi Nelson, sisi tuko tayari kutembea na nyinyi safari hii kuhakikisha ya kwamba hao wanafunzi na marathon hii ambayo umepanga itafaulu. Tutasupport wewe kupitia ofisi zetu kama serikali na pia kibinafsi sisi wenyewe, kwa sababu lazima tutembee. Tunapongeza pia viongozi wale wote ambao wamekuja wameongea hapa, ambao wamepeana support yao, kwa sababu hawa watoto ndio future ya kesho ya nchi hii na ya hii jamii, na hiyo ndio vile lazima tusaidie hawa wasichana na hawa watoto wahakikishe kwamba watafaulu katika maisha yao kuendelea mbele. Nafikiri uliongea mambo ya viti hapa, ulisema hii viti watu wamekopa. Sisi tuko tayari, tumeongea hata na PS hapa, tutatoa hata yetu kibinafsi tusaidie hiyo. Nashukuru wabunge na wale wako hapa, na tutaendelea kuzidi na kukua pamoja. Tutaonana wakati ya marathon tukikuja na kwa hali na mali. Asanteni.
Asante sana. Makofi yake. Pia Zangina anakuaga mwanasiasa. So let me also take this opportunity to invite my friend, a very long time, hata huyu Justice aliomba kiti hapa ikiwa good ile kubwa, Mheshimiwa Justice Kemei. So
Kenya Twende Mbele. NCBA. Go for it.
Kainet ko nikinye Emily Moto tomo kowalak. Ami yoe boisiet en elebo Merewet.
So chu ko
toreton simatila simendi euno. Atau anya awek kole.
Sasa Emily Moto ine kasini. Megere ko ini de kazi ya wanaume.
Ja, kiakonu kene. Nguno ani chumchonda nikinda kole.
Hii ni chumvi kabisa chumvi.
Chumvi.
Table salt.
Lakini marahisi. Natau nguni makaba saa hizi yenye masaa 9 nguni. Na nami nguni ne. Kwa mpaka saa 6.
Usiku?
Agar chapta asubuhi ya wangu. Ko ni ani? Kongoromala. Nengo kachop nguno ni. Ali kole. Kasi ni yoe kuni bomodene kene.
Lele ne kwambo lako cha?
Ara kikoya. Kikon mo kasi ni. Yoche koyan inamu, yoche singwa barua chachike, koib kole uruchu kanyoru. Awakine is wale uruchu kanyoru, ko makilipan school fees. Mite yo msen muguleldo nyu. Amwae gongo, ya terter ngo. Ya itega ole mi Jesu. Kome agere met koge.
Chamgei mising chitab Kolenjin, among ole chamegei eng olda tugul ole itesetai inyorune tugetab Kass TV. Kawet kasarta nebo logoiwekab emet eng koindo ne somanwok kwane Bernard Koech. Kitaune county nebo Elgeyo Marakwet ole tetat kondochi president nebo emoni Dr. William Ruto igorta nebo kolsetab ketik nebo eng komasta nebo Benon eng Keyo South eng tarik 10 arawet nenyonei eng tetutiet nebo Kaptagat Integrated and Conservation Program ne noto ko igortab 10 noto nekikitoi eng kenyisiek 10 chekikosirto. Kamwa Chief Conservator nebo Forests noto ko Alex Lemarkoko kole kobate kolsetab ketik kotetat kolumda President Ruto tetutiet nebo keker anan kengot timdo noto nebo Kaptagat Forest koboto timwek alak chemitei ecosystem noto nebo Kaptagat. Kinyoru Andrew Kimeto ak report noto eng koindo.
Eng tetutik chetokchinigei chopchinetabgei nebo igortab kolsetab ketik eng Kaptagat Ecosystem Area eng county nebo Elgeyo Marakwet netetat kondochi president nebo emoni Dr. William Ruto eng tarik 10 arawetab 7 kenyini kokotoi kibengeit nebo Kenya Forest Service kongot anan koker kilomitaisiek 273 chebo ecosystem noto bo Kaptagat.
We are basically coming to prepare for the 10th edition which is due for 11th of July this year. And we expect to conduct that major exercise, which is going to outline the gains that we have had for the last 10 years. And we're going to do it in Kaptarkok area. Some of the gains that we can actually pride ourselves as a country is that we are basically now developing a new system and approach to conservation where communities become the champions and the lead agency in conservation, as opposed to what we've been doing where the government takes lead and the community supports. In this case, community and leaders are basically taking the front line.
Kongololi yikangorutochi timoto komwa ofisayat neo nebo timwek eng emoni Alex Lemarkoko kole timwek chemite ecosystem noto chetat keker ko nebo Kesup Forest, Sabor Forest, Benon Forest, Kaptagat Forest ak Kipkabus Forest.
So for us, we plan to now do 273 kilometers of fence, and that work has started already. We are now at 10 kilometers, 0.1 as at now, completely done with a nice electric fence and also with the maintenance walkway and driveway, as well as a fire break into the interior so that we can use that fire break for patrols, as well as ensuring that communities can be allowed even to engage in sporting activities. The other major gain is the issue of integration of other development matters in conservation, including agroforestry species, fruit trees, even into encouraging new or rather commercial species like coffee. We're even thinking of and working on introducing cocoa to the coffee belt areas.
Kaikoito kayamiset Lemar Koko koityi meng'ikab kebeberwechoto kole manyolu kobit kayuisiet age tugul kotinygei ak keretab timwechoto eng nekamwa kole kikonyiti user rights chebo membaikab boror che meng'isie eng ole nekite timwek amu ikochini ng'atutik chamchinet konyorune kelchin timwekab serikali.
The fence is basically a management facility or infrastructure that does not exclude communities at all. In fact, it only allows communities to have controlled access points where communities access their rights that are provided for by law. So it's not that there's going to be, the law has not been changed. They have a right to access the forest because forest conservation includes rational utilization, and communities are allowed to do that. So there's not going to be any problem. The only thing that illegalities will have to reduce, but authorized activities will be allowed.
Kongete county nebo Elgeyo Marakwet, logoiwekab emet chebo Kass, kainenyu ko Andrew Kimeto.
Eng logoiwek chebo nyigisindo chitab Kalenjin ko tesetai eng nguni kortab sautik chebo kipsomaninik 16 chebo sukulitab Utumishi Girls Academy chekibe sobonwekwai eng maat noto nekibit eng agenge eng kot nekiruitos eng sukulinoto bo Utumishi nemite komasta nebo Gilgil eng county nebo Nakuru ole mitei sautik choto kandoik cheterter kondochini kwondab president anan first lady Rachel Ruto ole botokei ak minister nebo somanet Julius Ogamba ak kandoik alak cheterter ngeipchi ngalalutik chetesetai eng nguno kong'ete komasta bo Utumishi Academy.
In case of kuna moto, we must be proactive on issues of intervention on site things. Kwa hivyo leo tu ni kuhimizana, ni kuombeana na niseme tu Mungu aliye juu mbinguni awatie nguvu wazazi na relatives na hata sisi kama viongozi. Tukae kwa amani, nchi ya Kenya ni yetu. Kwa hivyo wananchi wa Nakuru tukae kwa amani na tuweka amani kila mara. Mungu wetu awabariki sana, asanteni.
Finally, I invite our MP, Honorable Gekaria.
Asante sana, my dear sister. First Lady, Her Excellency the First Lady, Mama Rachel, Her Excellency the Governor, dada yangu Susan Keheka, Waziri wa Elimu, ndugu yangu Bwana Julius Ogamba, Members of Parliament ambao wako hapa, Senators, Kanisa, County Commissioner, wanafunzi ambaye wa utumishi, wazazi wa watumishi, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon. God is good all the time. Mimi sina mengi kwa niaba yangu, kwa niaba ya wakazi wote wa Nakuru Town East Constituency. Niko hapa kuleta rambirambi zetu. Mwenyezi Mungu akaweza kulaza hao watoto wetu ambaye wamelala mbele yetu mahali pema peponi. Kwa wazazi ambaye walipoteza watoto wao, tunaomba Mwenyezi Mungu akawabariki. Mkaweza kupata na faraja na nguvu ya kuweza kuyakubali ya kwamba Mwenyezi Mungu ndio anatoa uamuzi. Kwa wale watoto ambaye walisurvive na wazazi wao, tuwapatie nguvu ya kuweza kusoma mambo ambaye yametendeka ndio wakaweza nao kuwa ni kielelezo. Happen kwenda katika memorial service siku moja pale Nakuru kwa dada yangu Grace ambaye alimpoteza mtoto wake Precious. Na alikuwa na uchungu mwingi, lakini akawa na pia na msamaha kwa wale watoto ambaye walifanya mambo haya. It is not easy. But tunauliza waziri kupitia kwa wizara yako. Tunajua kuna mengi ambaye mumeanza kuyafanya Rais wetu tuliona aliweza kubadilisha pahali aliweza kubadilisha ndio tuweze kuwa na mambo tofauti katika wizara hii. Tunakuomba naye iwe ni haraka matokeo ya the interministerial agency ambayo mmefanya mkaweza kuiharakisha itupatie matokeo ambayo itawashia kupunguza janga kama hizi kutendeka. Kwa hivyo waziri, tunategemea wewe na wizara yako mkaweza kutupatia mwelekeo ambayo itaweza kwa wazazi wetu. Ninajua dada yangu Mradhe ambaye ametoka hapa ameelezea. Nilikuwa katika hafla siku moja ya watoto ambaye alikuwa akielekezewa ni msemaji ambaye huwa anajaribu kusaidia watoto katika fikra. Na akasema kuna kitabu moja ambaye inaitwa Tough Love. Tough Love kwa watoto wetu wazazi. Ni lazima tupende watoto wetu lakini tuwapende kwa njia tofauti ambaye itawashiria to raise our children very confident, to be kind children, and most importantly wawe resilient. Kwa hivyo kuna hizo vitabu ambazo tunaelekezewa kama wazazi, tunaomba wazazi wetu tukaweza, na mwisho ni kwa watoto wetu. Wanapokuja manyumbani ni majukumu yetu tunaweza kuwaelekezea, kuwasikiza na kuweza kama vile kasisi alipotuelekezea mtoto wake alipokuja kumwambia ni hivyo inatendeka kila mahali.
Kiteseta kemwae mutyo mising koiti familia chebo lagochoto 16 chekoibe sobonwekwai eng maat noto nekobit eng sukulitab Utumishi Girls Academy nemitei eng Gilgil eng county nebo Nakuru. Yakatestai ak logoiwekab emet ketokchinigei county nebo Kericho ole tesetai igorta nebo yatetab kot neruitos kipsomaninik koboto multipurpose hall nebo sukulitab tibik nebo Belgut Starehe Girls eng county nebo Kericho nekotechei MP nebo Belgut noto ko Nelson Koech koboisie rabinik chekikinyor eng labatetab kenyit konyei noto nebo Belgut Marathon ole miten kibagenge ak Finlays Community Trust nebo kompunitab Browns East Africa Plantation. Tetat kora keboisie korata eng lumdaitab edition nebo 3 nebo labatetab kenyini nebo Belgut Marathon ako mitei korata kandoik cheterter cheboto MP Nelson Koech ak senator nebo county nebo Kericho Aaron Cheruyot nengololi eng inguni.
Last year we were with the Speaker of National Assembly in Mheshimiwa Justice Keme's constituency at Kapchebwai. We've been to Kipkelion West, and they do this standard of work. Very beautiful halls that you're putting up in our school. For that, as a leader from this community, please pass our appreciation to the management and your board of directors at Browns. Tell them that the people of Kericho, the people of Bomet, because I've also joined you sometimes when you've opened such institution in Bomet as well, that on this good partnership tunawashukuru. So sitaki kusema mengi kwa leo because like Mheshimiwa Justice has told you, we are still being awaited in Cabinet as well to do a function such as this. I want to come to my friends, the PS for sports, PS Elijah Mwangi, from the people of Belgut, the people of Kericho, I want to say thank you so much. Nu Ibrahim, a very good friend of mine also, we are so grateful. When Mheshimiwa Nelson told me that we come together with you, I knew what it meant. If we had come to your offices with a proposal, tuambie kuna shule inakaa hivi hivi, mungeandika tu ile hivi hivi. Lakini sasa vile mumeona hao wasichana, I know this year's marathon, wakati proposal itafika kwa meza, we will not be speaking to you Greek. Tutakuwa tunaongelesha kitu ambaye nyinyi wenyewe mmeona. Mumeona shule vile iko, hii ni ya wasichana, kuna vijana pia, not vijana, wanaume. Pande ile vijana ni wote. Sitaki ni haribu na tuko kwa shule. Kuna ya wanaume pia pande ile, hawa ni kina dada, wasichana. So when we request you, I'm sure you will see a very good way of coming through as partnership. Umeona kwamba hii pesa ya Belgut Marathon, it goes to serving a very important cause in our country. Na hawa wasichana wetu na vijana ambao wanasoma katika shule hizi zote mbili, they are the future of our country, they are the future of our continent, they are the people who will make us go very far. So me, I'm grateful. I also want to say thank you, though maybe I'll get a chance to say thank you to you when you're outside. Unajua kuna umati kubwa sana iko kule nje. These two gentlemen have also been very useful to us. Each year we play a football tournament, and your State Department, it's part of the sponsors that help us also. On behalf of the young men and women, including the not so young women also who participate in that tournament, allow me today, speaking from Kericho, to say thank you for the kind of support that you always give us. So sitaki kuchukua muda mrefu kuzidi hapo, wacha niseme asante kwa wanafunzi wetu. I think I've spoken to everybody else and nearly forgot about it. Let me just say one thing to you. Please, I always say this to all the students in all the schools that I go to, that there are 3 cardinal rules that I give to the students of this day and age, that if they were to ask me, Senator, if I want to be successful, what should I do? And I always tell them 3 things. Number 1, discipline will take you very far. Discipline is everything. You can even make a if you are not disciplined, somehow down the line, your life will go to ruin. So I want to remind all the girls and the boys that are listening, please remember to always be disciplined. Number 2, the Bible tells us, bad company ruins good morals. Stay away from bad company. Anybody that you see, huyu anipeleki barabara mzuri, ananifundisha vitu mbaya, stay away from that person. Always hang around people that inspire you to become better. The third and the final thing that I want to say to you as the young girls and the young men of this school, I've told you to be disciplined. I've told you bad company corrupts good moral. What is the third one? I always say this everywhere. What is the third one? What is the third one? I wanted to ask because there are people who tuwa tunatembea nao kwa mashule yote. Kumbe nikiongea ni wanafunzi peke yake wanasikia. I've said these things so many other times that there are 3 things. Na nimewambia ya kwanza ni discipline. Ati? 3?
Kakoboibochi minista nebo ribetab kalyet eng emet orit Kipchumba Murkomen kokwoutiet nekoib serikali kotaban rabinik cheite silingishek bilionishek 3.9 eng bajet nebo kenyini chetetat ketoi kelipane boisiekab kok eng emet komugul. Kamwa Murkomen kole yoe boisionik chebo komonut mising boisiekab kok eng komoswek tugul chebo emoni ak kunotok konyolu ketoret icheket. Kong'ololjin sirikab logoiwek eng sang nebo bunge kokebata somanetab bajet, komwa Murkomen kole kokwoutiet notok kowendi kokoitoi chirset neo mising eng boisiekab kok kotestai boisionikwai chebo kotoret biikab emet eng kokwatinwek chebo emoni.
Must give credit to CS Badi for trying to make this budget as lean as possible, make sure that the burden is not shifted to the people of Kenya, and work within foreseeable fiscal space that is there in the country. So I'm confident that that gap will be bridged through development partners support, through sustainable borrowing. And you know, the most important thing that we must show the people of Kenya is that we came in knowing that we have serious debt distress, but we have managed our debt to the level that is sustainable now. That should be, this government must be praised that in less than 4 years we have been able to manage our debts to a level that is sustainable. And what any country in the world needs, or any family, any business, is to make sure that your debt is sustainable for you to achieve your objectives without really overburdening yourself.
Yeah. In your docket, are you satisfied with the allocation? I know your entry is quite big. There are police stations to be commissioned. There's the police officers' welfare. There's a lot. Are you satisfied, or will you keep on just asking for more?
The money we were given is not enough. It can never be enough. But in terms of the most immediate objectives, I think that what we must celebrate is that the first thing is to say that the modernization program is ongoing, which means that we continue getting good equipment for our officers, modern equipment which are able to utilize current technology so that then we can protect our people. Number 2, our program to have security cameras in 6 towns across the country, including Nairobi, Mombasa, Kisumu, Nakuru, Nyeri, Eldoret, is on course to ensure that we secure our people better. We are able to deal with this petty theft and so forth. I'm happy to note that also some money has been set aside for infrastructure to make sure that we build our police stations, some money to support our police leasing program for vehicles, where there is a huge deficit when it comes to police vehicles. To strengthen our community policing, I am very happy that thanks to the Jukwaa la Usalama report and the conversations we had with the people of Kenya, we have been able to be faithful to the Jukwaa la Usalama report and to ensure that the village elders are now going to be given some level of support to enable them to dedicate their time and to support security functioning in the community. We have other resources that are related to police training. Remember that we have trained 10,000 police officers who are graduating by September. So I'm happy that the budget has been put in place for their deployment. We know that also we are approaching an election here. For purpose of election preparedness, we must train our police officers to handle any eventuality, but also we must prepare them to provide security during the election. So there is a lot of support that is coming to the security sector to in line with the promise. Remember also the president had promised that salary increment for the police officers, which a police officer in the lower cadre is going to get an increase of up to 10,000 within the last 3 years. This budget contains the last tranche of the money that is going to ensure that these police officers have been supported. Let me say this for avoidance of doubt, and having led the Jukwaa la Usalama conversations last year, that there is no administration in the recent past that has done a lot to the national administration sector and the security sector, and deliberately doing so based on the views that have been collected directly from the people. What is important now is to demand greater and better services from our police officers to ensure that corruption and bribery is out of the way, to ensure that people are being the citizens who are supporting these security officers are treated with dignity. And remember also that in this ministry we are working hard to make sure that the Kenyan people can get their national IDs. This budget is going towards a rapid process that ensures that Kenyans get their IDs, especially from the marginalized areas that have been left out for a very long time. We continue also our prison reform program through the same also budget. So all these departments are the ones that may look like it's a lot of money, but as a matter of fact, we are dealing with many officers, over 35,000 prison officers, over 100,000 police officers. All that money also goes to their salaries and emoluments. Yeah.
Ngitakchigei county nebo Uasin Gishu ole kakosom MP nebo Kapseret notok ko Oscar Sudi biikab emoni korib kalyet eng kasarwek tugul mising ko eng kasari tesetai kwendi barak matab bolotet kong'ololi kangoyote kot neamishe kipsomaninik eng sukulitab ACK St Barnabas Kipkenyo komwa Sudi kole tindoi ine kayanet kole wendi kobelishei President William Ruto eng lewenishet neo nemitei tai ole kosom biikab emet kosirgei eng chong'indo koek birikab kura asikomuch kobir kura eng lewenishet neo nebo 2027.
Mimi nataka niwatangazie na munisikie. Ya kwanza, mtu yote anaomba kura, awe ni MCA, awe anaomba kura ya mjumbe, awe anaomba kura ya women rep, ya senator, ya governor, mumkaribishe, mumpigie makofi, mpime. Sawa sawa? Msipigie mtu yote kelele. Mtu yote akikuja mkaribishe yeye. Lakini wenyewe mtumie wapi? Si mnajua nyinyi wenyewe kupima huyu anaweza huyu hawezi. Na akikuja na kitu kidogo mchukue na mpigie makofi. Sawa sawa? Tunakubaliana? Mimi sitaki ikapeleke siasa chafu. Na ndio unaona kuna vijana tukosana juzi. Kwa sababu mimi nimekuwa muungwana wa vile mimi ni muungwana sana. Mimi ni mtu mzuri sana. Na mimi ni mtu mbaidi sana. Kwa mbaidi na muungwana mimi muungwana. Nataka naombe tufanye siasa ya amani. Kwa jamaa wa kiti hapa na ndugu yangu Ibenei, si ndio? Wanapakana hapa. Kuna wale wanaomba. Kuna wale wanaomba kiti yangu na ndugu zangu wale. Uwakaribishe, mupigie hao makofi, muongee, waseme sera zao, alafu yeye wenyewe mpime. Lakini kitu nataka niwaambie, Kwa hii term tunaenda ya William Ruto ya second term. Kwanza watu wakati wa second term wamekueleza anyway, hata msimu hata wale wanasema one term ni mwana ni wote tunataka. Si kweli? Na tunaambia wale wanasema one term kwa mbele wasibende, tutajaza kura na nyinyi ndio mtajaza hiyo. Nyinyi ndio mtajaza kura. Kuna mtu ambaye kwenda one term. Kuna mtu ambaye kwenda one term. So William Ruto, William Ruto, para 20, sawa sawa. Leo tunataka siasa ya maendeleo. Leo hatutaki siasa ya upuzi. Tunataka MCA anafanya maendeleo. Tunataka mjumbe anafanya maendeleo. Tunataka women rep anafanya maendeleo. Tunataka senator anafanya maendeleo. Tunataka governor anakutanisha watu wote anafanya maendeleo. Na kwa hiyo sawa. Across Kalenji run go get the kura electoral. Kiki kura ni milioni moja. 5 million. Mami serikali ni jamaa ipe 2032 na mgeni ni kwa ni umia. So amejali kwa kura hii. Na boy amejewe kwa kwetu mtenga sa abosisi. Ogere ngete kwa kinga zakati. Kujitie market au tugoje market lakini amejali kwa sana utali na ngom agotali no isuri ko la umatani ko di banero ma ko la ji na ta gawa ga se gala ya mi ko de tus ogas ngot ki mu ji ko ki ni san serikali ko ira de ko serikali.
En komasta nebo Transmara en county nebo Narok ko kakomwa nebo ngecheret en kibagengeitab konetik nebo Kuppet en county noto bo Narok noto ko Kipkoech Chepkwony kole nyolu kerirta ministry nebo somanet kosubkei ak yautik cheboto kambakosiek ak belsetab sugulisiek chekotestai keborionji en sugulisiek cheterter chebo emoni en mwaet kole komagat kinde aftam en kwenut nebo tamit asikomaimgei kipsomaninik en sugul. Kong'ololi en Olol Masani komwa Chepkwony kole eng betusiek chemite tai komagat eng ministry noto bo somanet konde aftam kwenutab tamit asimang'etyo kipsomaninik ak kokon asenet eng sugulisiek.
I want to condemn. Kogas kele kokibel olimbo utumishi academy. Kibeza mwanwekab lokecha. Kogas oin kora kokibel sukulit nekibare Oere Kunenero. Kemwa kele oyo akemwa kele pole. Lochon kokibel sukulisiek. Amache anyamwa ole keep blaming in Ministry of Education. People keep blaming in and I strike and Ministry of Education. I'm going after going to week 9. Never taking down week 7. Don't go to me long after. Okay, like better you miss week in bill week 3. See what after Honam come back at our school. So we want to call the Ministry of Education. Okay, more again next time. Corrective time. More taking after Karibu Musho. To go on long after we get again school. Okay, that's all the machamo. Namun and time in the week is sector man up some more. Quarter time when you look on your week 6, Madame week 9. Kuna the Gino Madame. The lot of guy no Madame the Bomusho. Go again, the other Negara Negro. Pikiro Tiarongas Caribuni, Magala Caribuni. Kiga is rather Negara Negro and Negi Baga Liek, Negiga Gamagi, Negila Chita and the way by ship. How much was on Pichu? Okay, walking dollar like Guayasi. Okay, walking dollar like Guayasi. Magala Chitara or Demisias. Kevinga. Magala, what is it? Why don't I get you? Kwenda kiasi hadi ibaki basi kwa ene. Si baada ya waji tagasi kwa sababu ya tena ngende kia imani. Magala ya siasa elaga au ile. Kimata ya mwana ile magala ni siasa. Mbona wana basi pale like kwa boishi yenyewe. Kota ni bado zumwaga. Magala ndio wale na kwa watu tu. Kota ni bado zumwaga. Hadi kwa ni bado 2027. Sasa kwa la baada mwana ni kwa zumwaga. Alafu ni zumwaga. Hapo ndio zumwaga na mambo. Naomba nisumwaga. Soma kibanji kama sumwaga. Wala mbele tu. Naomba nisumwaga. Hata ile bwana wanasiasa baada ya wali tangaza ngelo kile yapi ni 2027. Kera siasa.
Eng kebeberta nebo urerioshekab Kalenjin ko kakoit timitab kiptulit nebo emoni nebo Junior Starlets emetab Tanzania ole tetat kurerenso eng kabelisiet nebo Sekafa Under 17 Championships komite timinoto kampit eng kiwanjetab Kasarani Stadium akosubkei ak coach nebo timinoto noto ko Mildred Cheche koboisie kabelisionoto kochopchigei kabelisiosiek chemite tai.
The Sekafa Championship is going to help us prepare for South Africa because the much needed match fitness, first of all, and also to see the rotation in the squad, how different players behave in each match. So I think it will be important to help more players to get game time. Of course, the goal is to compete, so one match at a time. We are aiming to reach the final, so we are waiting to see what the kit. Ako yatajitab Kalenjin ko kakeilet nebo logoiwekab emet eng koindo ak tetutiet noto nebo Kass Mashinani nebo betutab rani ko mut kasi tarik 12 arawetab 6 eng kenyitab 2026 akoi sait agenge nebo koskoleng asinyoru logoiwek alak chebo emet eng koindo. Kainenyu ko Bernard Koech, amagun kit age tugul nemie ak weekend nekararan. Testai ikere Kass TV amu kimnatet naet.
Kainet ko nikinye Emily Moto tomo kowalak. Ami yoe boisiet en Eliebo Merewet.
So chu ko
toreton simatilan simendi euno. Atau wanya awe kole.
Sasa Emily Moto ine kasini. Megere ko ini de kazi ya wanaume.
Ja, kia kondo gani? Nguno ana ni chumchonda nikinda kole.
Hii ni chumvi kabisa
chumvi.
Table salt.
Lakini marahisi. Nata nguni makaba saa hizi yenye masaa nguni. Na nami nguni ne. Kwa mpaka saa 6.
Usiku?
Agar chapta asubuhi ya wangu. Ko ni yani kongoromala. Nengo kachap nguno ni ali kole. Kasi ni ae kuno bomodene kene.
Lilene kwambo lako cha.
Ara kikoya. Kikon mo kasi ni. Yoche koyan inamu, yoche singwa barua chachike, koib kole uruchu konyoru. Wagine is wale uruchu konyoru, ko makilipan school fees. Mite yo msen mugulelonyo. Amwae gongo, ya terterngo. Ya itega ole mi Jesu. Kome agere met koge.
This June, step into a bigger entertainment experience with more to love on Us. We're talking more drama, more action, more unforgettable stories, all waiting for you.
All hands on deck.
We're opening up our world of entertainment so you can view more. This June, pay for your current DSTV subscription and we'll upgrade you at no extra cost.
Silali, nikukesha mitungi na washa na choma. Tena sitali, yamewashinda yao yetu wataweza.
It is an opportunity for us to showcase our talents.
Na nikiripotia Adira Pashana Parawanja, ni mie wenu mpendwa
Philomene Nyundo kwako studio.
Nikiripotia Dira ya Pashana Parawanja, mie wenu mwana wa heri.
Unipande pande la raya mkala kwa mamboche metk. Nikiripotia Dira ya Pashana Parawanja, mie wenu mchikichi dongosi.
Umenifika kwako, we mwanamke mwenzangu. Sema oh. Very simple, you are my dimple, scary single. You buy me love, no sé si estamos. Te doy tanto mis sueños.
Long live Kenya! Long live freedom!
Kote nchini mbele tuendelee, mbele Kenya twende mbele,
Kenya twende mbele. NCBA, go for it.
kainenyu ko Isaiah Kipkoro Saramutai, principal nebo Koitsil Mixed Day Secondary School. Ko kakibwaa rareu kenye keyai BOM meeting en ireu kediscussen tuguk chebo sukul. Kakecham en makaribisho nekakinyoru en ireu tokset neo nemi barak kakeyai meeting en hallit ako kakyomisie kinamen chaik ko kakyomisie ako kakeboiboenchi amitwogik akebirti mandhari nebo this area so kilenjok en ainab Kass restaurant otestai komie sasa.
Bas ane ko Alexander Arap Tonu POM chairman nebo Koilsir Mixed Day. Moche amwa kongoi korong netai en tokset nekaotachech inab Kass kiketamanan kebwa niton ako ka betunyin netai ni ako moche amwochi kora kongoi biik chekobongoni the board members chemi yu kakebwa ngeng'alalen ng'alek chekororon chebo sukulinyon. Kimwoe kongoi ko sukul en kasit neyoe board members ak stakeholders tugul chebo sukulinyon. So en atkai tugul keleo pongezi kakibwan kaotachech komie. Sukulisiek kora chemokyingei konyokoker services chekwoket ketoche kora en yuton. So mamoche amwa kora ng'alek chechang, moche awekyi kongoi the sponsors chebo sukulinoton ak chitugul nekikoyai kasit. Mi biik chekitou sukulinoton ko kakimwochi kongoi ngamun icheket sikemi yu at least kiinam